Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again for part 2 of the single colour granny square. So the last video just got cut off slightly as we come to the end of the row. I've actually done just one wee extra row just to show you us finishing it off again as we've seen. So just want to do a wee chain one at the end there, and then we're just going to slip stitch into the top of the third chain that we started with, and just slip through to there. Okay, and that's your granny square. So just kind of like that. Okay, so that just shows you got your sides, you've got your corners, and you can keep going and just keep making it as big as you want it to be, or what I was going to show you just now is if you're wanting to change colour for your granny square. So all you do is I just do a wee chain there and just cut the yarn and then pull that up, smoosh that down just a wee bit, and then obviously, as you know, we like to start in the corners. Okay, so just get the purple yarn around the hook and then just pull it so that it tightens but still connects. And then what we do is just want to pick your corner, doesn't really matter which one, you pick your corner and you just push the hook through. Make sure you're not using the tail, and use your new yarn, so you're pulling up a loop through that and you're just slip stitching, so then just pulling that back through that loop, and then it's just as you wear. So you're wanting to chain up 3 and that's you got your 3 done. And then what you can do is hold the little tail there and kind of work over it, and do your next chain, double crochet, and you've got your 2, and then chain 2, and your 3 more double crochets, and there you go. That's you got your corner, and it's just exactly the same as what you were doing before. So you're going to chain 1 because you're going onto your edge, and you do your 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space, chain 1, 3 more double crochets, chain 1, 3 more, chain one, and then we are at a corner again. One, two, three. You've got your chain two, and three, three more double crochets. So you can see that there. So just to show you, like, that's how it will go from now on. So counting your rows is quite simple, so you're just counting the shells. So this is row 1, so I just count diagonally. So row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4 of, so we did 4 rows of the pink, and then we're on row 5 with the purple. So I'm just going to finish that off, and then I will come back to you once I've finished this row. Okay, so I have just finished off the 5th row of the purple yarn for our little granny square. So essentially this can be done here. Granny squares can be continued on and on. Like you could do several more rows of this colour, you could change back to pink, change to another colour, or finish off here and make several of them and then stitch them together and use it to make a granny square, a patchwork granny square blanket, or even to start making clothing as well. It's so easy, and there's so many things that you can do with granny squares. That's why I do think that they're great for beginners. Once you got the hang of it, like, you can keep going. And they make really nice presents as well. I've made a lot of granny square blankets, baby blankets, little shawls. I've made some clothing items as well. And I'll show you, I've got a wee scarf here as well, I'll show you that in just a moment. But just to finish off, if I'm just doing that one row of purple to say that that is just like a border on it, all I'm doing is just chaining, effectively just chaining one, and then I'm just going to snip the yarn. Don't need a lot. Some people like to leave a much longer tail. I think I'll just pull it through. I like it so it's a wee bit knotted, just so you know that it's not going to come through. And this is the point where you would use the tapestry needle, and then you can like weave back through the stitches. So you'd weave through stitches just to pull the tail back in, or if you are quite lazy like myself, just snip it and then just kind of tuck that in, and it's not going to be that noticeable anyway. Some people even use fabric glue just to pin down the ends, but if it's knotted well, then it's not going to come back out. And the same goes for these tails here as well. You use the tapestry needle and just weave, or even the hook as well sometimes can work. Just weave back through the stitches and that'll keep it covered. So that is your granny square, and that is a colour change. So as I said, I have a scarf over here. I made this a while ago. So I think the colours aren't showing up great here, but this is a kind of deep navy blue and a very very bright red, kind of deep red. So this was just made in much the same, exactly the same as what we did there, just I changed the colour more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's five rows altogether, so it's the same as this, same size as that. So that is, it's a double knitting yarn as well, a DK yarn. So that was that, and then I made several of them and then stitched them together. And as you can see, I haven't weaved in the ends, so they're all a bit messy. We'll get to it one day, or just cut them off. So that just shows you how quickly and how easy it is actually to start making things with granny squares. So you can see nice big long this scarf. Yeah, so there's that, and then like I said as well, that you can keep going and make it bigger, make a lap blanket with it, or do multiple squares and stitch them all together as well. I am going to continue more granny square tutorials. There are many different types. I want to also show more of the things that I've made with them as well. We'll need to look some of them out. As I said, I've made a lot for baby blankets and gifts for people, so a lot of the stuff that I have made I don't actually have on me anymore, but I'll look at some pictures as well and post them. But I hope that's given you a good start, and let me know if you found the tutorials useful, and what else you would like to see. So please let me know. Thank you.